Hello all and welcome to your recap of the goings on around our little scene in the month of February 2023. There isn't much to talk about as far as big events go for this month, but there were some pretty fun moments to talk about. I was away for a little while this month, and unfortunately that meant some long-standing rules were forgotten and thrown by the wayside. In a shocking series of events, Pitt was selected in tournament. Likely inspired by Zachary's incredible success with the character Kagaribi, Q decided he would play Pitt in his grand final match against Yosha at Weekly Vac 132. This is, naturally, a bannable offence, and a failing of the TOs there to prevent such a thing from occurring. It has long been standard in South Australia that Pitt is a banned character, and as such Q's win is not valid. As such, I'd like to congratulate Yosha for his first ever tournament win by default of Q being DQ'd. Players sitting in the middle of R30 continue to make waves this month with upsets every bracket. Yosha's tournament win at Weekly Vac 132 was not his only appearance in top 8 for the month, as he managed another earlier. Dashi has worked their way through Atos, Con and Pinky to make winners finals of Weekly Vac 133, that's pretty huge. She also casually just made 4th at 2 other weeklies prior as well, some really strong consistency coming out of her. And Yellow had a cracking couple of weeks where he made top 6 2 weeks in a row, beating a bunch of strong contenders in the ranking and pissing everybody off in the process. And up-and-comer BradTaicho's Piranha Plant made his debut at Weekly Vac 130 and has since managed a positive record over Jamie across 2 brackets, including a Game 5 nail-biter at Weekly Vac 133. There's been a bit of inattendance from the old PR players in this first half of Jan to April season between work obligations and other barriers, so these might be the names that we're looking at later down the line. In other news,
I'm still thinking a lot about
John Bombo got Falcon punched in tournament.
What?
Given it the boredom of a lot of players around the place, there's been an upswing in people playing secondaries and other meme matches for fun. This led to winners quarters of Weekly Vac 132, including a Falcon Ditto between Yosha and John Bombo. And right in the middle of game 2, down a game, Yosha reads John going high, which was obviously an accident, and John cops the straight right in the nose. Naturally, the set was ended there and then, with Yosha declared the victor. On a bit of a grander scale, I would be remiss in not mentioning Steven. As one of the only scenes of the world to have banned a character in Ultimate before, we may be one of the early ones again to get rid of this absolute menace now that these bugs have been unveiled. With our leading player being a Steve main, it might seem cruel, but he's been the biggest advocate for Steve's ban for a very long time already, so who knows, maybe next month we'll be talking about that instead. For our general sundries, our tournament winners across February included Ghost at Cheese League Feb. Jamie took Weekly Vac 130 at the start of the month and had the best record at Bonus Vac 21 round robin. Yosha has his de facto win at Weekly Vac 132, and Q took out Weekly Vac 131 and 133 largely uncontested. We had a fair few upsets around the players. I've started losing in winners quarters again and got destroyed by Pinky at Weekly Vac 133. Roy Pro 101 took a set over John Bombo, a big win for him. But I think the biggest upsets I can think of across this month, there's 2 that I can't really decide which was more important. Yeah managed to beat Con at Weekly Vac 130, which I think was the highest upset factor for the month. There's a big difference and a huge performance from him this week. And Whisper in Cheese League's redemption bracket, going through Lyoko and Yellow. And given how well those 2 have been doing, those are a pair of great wins for the scene's hero. Looking forward to next month, we've got the Game Expo coming up, or maybe by the time this goes live it's already on. We have 10 brilliant players heading over for that event, and I hope those staying home will cheer us on. If you're not already in the Discord, following the streams, or subscribe to the channel, that is everything from this month. My name is BradTaicho, and that was this month in SA Smash. Thanks for tuning in.